What's going on, everybody? So today we're going to take a look at some different effects that you can put on your vocals to make them sound better in the mix. This can be used for rap, for reggae, for pop, for pretty much any vocals that you want to put onto a beat. So let's jump right into this. Okay, so for this demonstration, I'm using an acapella I got from a producer grind battle. We'll just listen to a couple seconds of it dry.
I just did it, red, but I've been waiting. So they got legs, they get papers, and they got legs, no. Perfect.
Okay, so you'll see on the right here that I have a bunch of different return channels, and each one of them has a little bit of a different effect. So this first one over here is a short reverb. And basically, I'm using the reverb for this, but you could use any other reverb for this as well. This is just the one that I happen to be using. So basically what defines this short reverb is a bigger size and a short amount of time that the delay is actually lasting for. So this is basically just going to make the lyrics sound thicker. It's not really going to give them much of a delay or reverby feel. It's literally going to make it feel like they are bigger altogether. So if we turn this all the way up,
I just did it, red.
It's gonna sound reverby, but really we would only put a little bit in here. So let's start to creep it up and see how it sounds a little bit thicker.
I just did it, red, but I've been waiting. So they got legs, they get papers, and they got legs, no. Perfect.
So just a little bit there adds a lot. Okay, so the next return channel that I have is a long reverb, and I'm actually using Valhalla Room for this one. And like I said, with any of these plugins, if you don't have the exact one that I'm using, go ahead and use another one to get the same exact effect. So this one's obviously going to have a longer tail on it. It's going to have a longer delay. It's got the 3 seconds instead of the 1.3 or whatever that was. So as we turn this up, you'll hear it's definitely going to give it that reverby feel.
I just did it, red, but I've been waiting. So they got legs, they get papers, and they got legs, no.
All right, let's move on to the different delay settings that I have here. So on this return track, I have a 4th delay, and that's exactly what you'd think. I'm actually using H delay here, and it's literally just delaying it a 4th on every 4th note. So if we turn this up all the way, this is what it sounds like.
I just did it, red, but I've been waiting.
So I would turn this up just a little bit to give it a little bit of an echoing effect as the vocal's playing.
I just did it, red, but I've been waiting. So they got legs, they get papers, and they got legs, no. Perfect.
The next thing we have here is an 8th delay and a 16th delay. And these are the same exact plugin. I'm using H delay, and it's literally I'm just having one on the 8th note and every 16th note. So for the 8th delay,
I just did it, red, but I've been waiting.
Just like you would think, and on the 16th it's going to be even crazier.
I just did it, red.
So you could dial in a little bit of each of those to get a really nice effect, and you have just a little bit of each kind of delay going in the background, and it adds actually a lot of characteristic to the vocal altogether. So don't feel like you need to limit your vocals to just one or two different things. You can put everything on it and just a little bit of each. And at the end of this, we're going to go through all of them, and I'm going to show you how I would set it up using every single one of these. Okay, so this next one is also a delay. It's called a slap delay, and basically this is not on a note. It's 72 milliseconds, so it's just giving it a little bit of delay after it's already in there, and this is basically just for width. It just widens it up even more. So let's crank this up.
I just did it, red, but I've been waiting.
It almost sounds like you're kind of in a room or something because it gives it that little bit of a delay into it, but it sounds really good when you add it in smaller amounts. Next, we're going to look at the doubler. I'm also using another Waves plugin for the doubler here, and I don't even know if Ableton has a doubler plugin, so you might have to grab this one, which is usually pretty cheap, but there might be some other free examples that are the same as well, and this is just going to double the vocals and give that standard doubler feel.
I just did it, red, but I've been waiting. So they got legs, they get papers, and they got legs, no.
And the last thing we have here is the half delay.
I just did it, red, but I've been waiting.
Which comes in a lot later than all the other ones. But let's go ahead and play with this a little bit. So we'll start with the first one, with the short reverb, which you'd pretty much only just dial in a little bit.
I just did it, red, but I've been waiting. So they got legs, they get papers, and they got legs.
Alright, so that sounds good. It just gives it just a little bit of that short reverb, kind of thickens up the vocals just a little bit, makes it sound that much better. So now we're going to go with the long reverb, and we're going to make it sound like it has a little bit of reverb to it with this one.
I just did it, red, but I've been waiting. So they got legs, they get papers, and they got legs, no. Profit they made it, that little lick come in, yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna go into the fourth delay.
I just did it, ready, but I've been waiting. So they got legs, they get your papers, and they got legs, no. Profit they made it, that little lick come in, yes. Talking about bands.
Now let's go into that eighth delay now.
I just did it, ready, but I've been waiting. So they got legs, they get your papers, and they got legs, no. Profit they made it, that little lick come in, yes.
Alright, we can add in that 16th delay now.
I just did it, ready, but I've been waiting. So they got legs, they get your papers, and they got legs, no. Profit they made it, that little lick come in, yes. I just did it, ready, but I've been waiting. So they got legs, they get your papers, and they got legs, no. Profit they made it, that little lick come in, yes.
Alright, we can turn up this doubler a little bit now.
I just did it, ready, but I've been waiting. So they got legs, they get your papers, and they got legs, no. Profit they made it, that little lick come in, yes. Talking about bands in the coupe.
Alright guys, so that's basically a sample of how I put this together. Now if I wanted to sound more reverby, like I was saying, maybe like a Travis Scott or something like that, I would go ahead and I would turn up this long reverb B here. So I would go into this and turn it up a little bit more. Let's see.
I just did it, ready, but I've been waiting. So they got legs, they get your papers, and they got legs, no.
So I'd probably go for something like that. You could even go a little bit more. It's easier to tell once you have a beat with it, but you can see how you can turn up each of these down or up just to get a desired effect, and it sounds so much better than it did before we added any of this stuff. So let's listen to it with everything applied now, and then we'll put everything back to 0 and we'll take a listen to it.
I just did it, ready, but I've been waiting. So they got legs, they get your papers, and they got legs, no. I just did it, ready, but I've been waiting. So they got legs, they get your papers, and they got legs, no.
So as you can see, there's a huge difference when we just tweak and add just a little bit of each of those things. It really makes the biggest difference. It's like basically a crappy vocal compared to a really good one that's got a lot of sauce going on it. So anyways guys, that's gonna wrap up this tutorial. If you found this one useful, go ahead and smash that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, bro, because we're uploading new tutorials every single day. And other than that, bro, I'll be seeing you again in the next one. Peace out.